So step one is open the bag and take all the goodies out. My best advice to you is to get some sort of container to keep everything in, because you want to keep all your fabrics together. And I know you want to open this and you want to take it all apart, but don't. Leave it closed until you need it, because some of the pieces are very, very small. If you peek, like way down here, there's tiny, tiny little buttons that we add when the quilt is all done, and you don't want to lose your buttons before you finish the quilt. I have no idea what else is in here, but it looks like fun, so just leave it in the plastic, and let's put it right in here so I'll know where it is when the time comes. You have a ton of fabric. Now they're pretty generous with their cutting. So if you make a boo-boo, you should be able to fix it at least one time. But let's try not to make any boo-boos. This is 1 yard, and this is going to be for your outer borders. This is the Vintage Boardwalk Kimberbell fabric. So I know I don't need that right now, so I can put that in the box. These are like fat 16ths, fat 8ths, and fat quarters. Yes, it looks like fun to go through them and take them all apart, but leave them folded up for now, and you pull out what you need when you need it. And obviously we don't need a lot of this one, but put it in the box so it doesn't get lost. You see where I'm going with this here? Okay, the book. It's kind of college-y textbook, but we'll go very slow here. CD. So what you're going to do is put your CD into your computer. I have to have an extra CD drive that I got at Staples. I'll go through this with you next, but let's just start through here. So the CD is where all your designs are, and this is not just for Bernina, so that you see all the different formats that this comes in. Okay. There's a list of all the fabrics with a nice color picture, so you can identify it that way. Tells you how much of it you have, tells you what you use it for, which block you use it for, what section of the quilt it goes in, and how big the piece is that you're going to need. And there's more, and there's more. Okay. It also shows you the embellishment kit with all the goodies that you have, so you know what you're going to use. Okay. This is all about hooping. It's good to read, but if you start to get confused, stop. And we'll go through the first design together. Now, this is for people that like to cut way ahead. Not me, but some people will take each fabric and it shows you on here what to cut. If that's something that you would like to do, go right ahead. But what I would do is bag your pieces in separate bags so that you have all of this dark tan together, you have all this off-white together. So that way when you're looking for them, they would be right there together. Okay, so this is where the fun starts. Now, they give you options here on what size hoop you can use. You can use your 6x10 hoop, which is your large oval hoop, or if you have the midi hoop, you can use that, which is the 8x12. Stabilizer, cutaway, if you need, it's going to tell you what stabilizers to use. I used tearaway on the Christmas one. There are times we could have used cutaway. Wash away, if there's like a special embellishment on the top, you may need some wash away. Okay, fabric and cutting is all on pages 8 and 9. We saw that already. So block number 1 is the old-fashioned bathing suit, and it'll tell you I'm making 1 block. I'm doing this, it's 5 inches by 7 inches. That's the finished size. So here's what I'm going to cut. My fabric 1 is my background, and I'm going to cut it 6.5 by 10.5. I'm going to cut another piece of fabric that's 4 inches by 3 inches, and another piece of fabric, which is the bathing suit, for 4.5 by 6 inches. And then it tells you where to go to find hooping. There's a lot of, being on this page and then going back to another page. So you may want to put some little sticky notes on the pages that you're on, just to make it a little easier.